A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant statement made during his visit to Beirut, U.S. Envoy Tom Barrack reiterated Washington's unwavering support for the newly formed government in Syria, emphasizing that there is no plan B for uniting a nation that has endured nearly 14 years of civil war. As the country grapples with a resurgence of sectarian violence, Barrack's comments come at a critical juncture, particularly following a week of intense clashes in the southern province of Ceuta. The violence in Ceuta has seen militias from the Druze religious minority clashing with local Sunni Muslim Bedouin tribes, resulting in hundreds of casualties. Government forces, initially intervening to restore order, reportedly sided with the Bedouins before a ceasefire agreement was reached with the Druze factions. This has led to allegations of government fighters shooting Druze civilians and destroying their homes, exacerbating tensions in an already volatile region. Israel's involvement in the conflict has further complicated matters. Last week, Israeli forces conducted numerous strikes against Syrian government convoys in Ceuta and targeted the Syrian Ministry of Defense in Damascus. This intervention, according to Barrack, was poorly timed and has hindered stabilization efforts in the area. He expressed concern that Israel's actions create additional complications in an already complex scenario. During his interview, Barrack acknowledged the intolerable nature of the violence, stating, "The killing, the revenge, the massacres on both sides cannot be justified." He noted that the Syrian government, despite its limitations, has been making efforts to address the myriad issues arising from the need to unify a diverse society. However, he stressed the importance of holding Syrian authorities accountable for any violations committed during the conflict. On the topic of Israel's military actions, Barrack clarified that the United States was neither consulted nor involved in Israel's decisions, emphasizing that such actions are viewed as self-defense from Israel's perspective. However, he underscored that this intervention has added another layer of confusion to the situation, particularly at a time when Israel and Syria were exploring security discussions and potential normalization of diplomatic relations. The recent ceasefire announced between Syria and Israel is described as a limited agreement, specifically addressing the conflict in Ceuta, without delving into broader issues between the two nations, including Israel's demand for a demilitarized zone south of Damascus. Barrack conveyed that both parties involved in the ceasefire negotiations did their utmost to reach an agreement on specific matters, reflecting a desire for de-escalation amid ongoing tensions. As the situation in Syria continues to evolve, the international community watches closely, hoping for a resolution that can lead to lasting peace and stability in a region long plagued by conflict. Barrack's remarks signify a commitment from the U.S. to support the current Syrian government in its efforts to unify the country, even as it faces immense challenges both internally and externally. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.